Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So start with the MCQ.
Yes.
Okay. So first MCQ is there. Which of the following has the negative temperature coefficient? Anyone give me the answer? What is the answer? First MCQ.
Electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
Yes. Any other want to give the answer? What is the answer of this first MCQ?
Electrolytes.
Yes. So,
Brass.
no, no. Answer is electrolytes. Electrolytes has a negative temperature coefficient. So which material has a negative temperature coefficient? Insulator, semiconductor, and electrolytes. Okay. All this type of material has a negative temperature coefficient. You know that metal that has a positive temperature coefficient, alloy that also has a positive temperature coefficient. Okay. But insulator, semiconductor, and electrolytes, all these have a negative temperature coefficient. What is the meaning of negative temperature coefficient? Yes, anyone can give the answer. What is the meaning of?
Resistance decreases with increase in temperature.
Yes, very good. So as you increase the temperature of the material, the resistance of the material is decreases or vice versa. Okay. So the answer is electrolyte. Okay. Second, two plates, each with area of 2 meters square, separated by 1 centimeter with air as a dielectric. The value of capacitance will be. Yes, what is the answer of this question? So also options are 10 micro, 1200 microfarad, 17 and 1770 microfarad. Yes.
Sir, are you sharing your screen right now?
Yes, I am sharing this right now.
Sir, I cannot see your screen.
Okay, okay,
I
sorry.
also
So
cannot
your
see.
screen is visible, sir.
Okay, I will share it. Now you can see this, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So second question is two plates with area of 2 meters square are separated by 1 centimeter with air as a dielectric. The value of capacitance will be. What is the answer? Second MCQ.
1770 microfarad.
17.
Okay. બીજા કોઈ આન્સર આપવો છે?
D option. D
Yes.
option.
D option means 1770.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Any other want to give the answer?
Yes, sir.
શું આવશે બીજો આન્સર કોઈને કહેવો છે? Yes.
Same.
Okay. Which equation is used to calculate this value? Capacitance.
C is equal to epsilon naught A by D.
Yes, yes. So capacitance equation epsilon A by D. But here air is the dielectric medium. So as you know that epsilon is equal to what? Epsilon 0 into epsilon R. Okay. But here epsilon R is 1 because air is a dielectric medium. Relative permittivity for the air is 1. So equation is only epsilon 0 into A by D. So you know the value of A. That is what? Here area of plate is given 2 meters square. But each plate area is 2 meters square. So two plates, how many area? How much area? 4 meters square. Okay. So value of area is 4 meters square. Two plates area is 4 meters square and distance is 1 centimeter. So convert into meter 10 raised to minus 2. So your answer is 1770 microfarad. All of you calculate this value. Okay. પેપરનું સોલ્યુશન તમારે મને આપવાનું છે પાછું, બરાબર છે? ભલે તમે એક્ઝામમાં કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કર્યો હોય કે ના કર્યું. ઓકે. All of you must give the solution after completion of this lecture. બધાએ આપવાનું છે solution. So all of you please write the answer of these questions with equations. Okay. Third is capacitor is charged to 100 volt and 100 microcoulomb of charge. The value of capacitance will be. Yes. What is the answer?
10
10
microfarad.
microfarad.
How
10
10
microfarad.
microfarad? How 10 microfarad?
So 100 volt and 100 microcoulomb charge Q. So we use the formula and we get 10 microfarad.
Which equation we use? C is equal to?
Q is equal to C into V. So if we have to find the C, then you know Q upon V.
So Q is
then
how
we
much?
get-
Q is how
So
much?
Q is 100 microcoulomb.
And what is 100? So
100
what is the
into
answer?
10 raised to minus 6.
So
Sir, I
100 into
think
10.
1 microfarad.
So answer is 1 microfarad or 10 microfarad?
10 microfarad.
How? 100 by 110?
1 microfarad.
1 microfarad.
But it is not given in option. 1 microfarad क्या आप्યું છે option માં? આપ્યું છે option માં?
Sir, option.
So
Right,
this
sir.
is my this is a mistake.
No,
Actual
sir.
answer is 1 microfarad, not 10 microfarad. So I will give the answer. I will give the marks to all the students for this MCQ because by mistake
Yes.
here it is actual answer is not written in your option. Okay, the actual answer is 1 microfarad. By printing mistake here it is written 10 microfarad. Actually is 1 microfarad. Okay, so I will give the marks to all the students for this MCQ. Okay, so don't worry about this. So please write down this answer 1 microfarad. Okay. Now next question. In the circuit shown below, the current I is total current from the supply. What is the value of current? MCQ 4.
1 by 10.
1 by 10.
Sir,
1 by 10.
Okay. Which rule you use in this? How to solve this?
30 and 30 ohm are in series.
Sir, here we can
And
see
then
that 30 and
30
30 are in
parallel.
series.
Yes, yes. So 30, 30 in
with
series.
that- With that equivalent, 30 is in parallel.
Okay, okay. So 60 parallel
So
30.
you'll get R equivalent equals to 20 ohm. Then we
Yes,
will use
yes.
V equals to IR.
Yes.
Then we get 1 by 10 ampere.
Yes, yes. Very good, very good. So answer is 1 by 10 ampere. Okay. Answer is 1 by 10. Okay. Next, fifth MCQ, equal resistance between terminal X1 and X2 in the circuit. Yes. What is the answer? Equivalent resistance.
Sir, 40 ohm. 40 ohm.
40 ohms.
40, sir. 40,
40
ohms.
ohms.
40 ohms, sir.
Yes, yes. Answer is 40 ohm. Okay.
Sir,
All of you,
it's coming in 0.40 point.
what?
सर मेरा आंसर 40 पॉइंट में आ रहा था, एग्जैक्ट 40 नहीं आ रहा था सर इसमें.
Yes,
हाँ sir, exact 40 नहीं
yes,
था.
actual answer is 40.95. But if you consider near integer value, so it is 40. Okay. In actual practice, you get
Yes,
40.
yes, sir.
40. Okay. So there is no problem. So answer is 40 ohm. Okay. Now sixth one,
Yes.
metal resistor has a resistance of 10 ohm at 0 degree Celsius and 11 ohm at 160 degree Celsius. The temperature coefficient. See here I've written the equation of temperature coefficient alpha. RT minus R0 divided by R0T. RT is what? Resistance at temperature 160 degree. That is 11. And R0 is the resistance at temperature 0 degree. That is 10. So it is RT minus R0 is what? 11 minus 10. Divide by R0 into T. So divide by 10 into T. T is what? Temperature difference. How much temperature difference? 160 degree minus 0. Okay. So what is the answer? Temperature coefficient alpha. So how's the answer, Amma? Sixth one. All of you calculate.
Sir, C option 0.00065.
Option C.
C option.
Sir, option
Yes.
C.
Yes, option C. 0.000625 per Celsius. Okay. Clear all of you? કેટલાના સાચા છે બધામાં? છમાંથી? છે કોઈ બધામાં બધા સાચા હોય એવું? Except this third question. Okay, that is my mistake for putting the wrong option. Any other? છે કોઈ એવું જેના બધા ખોટા હોય એવું? તો હજુ આ પેપર ચેક નથી કર્યા અમે હજુ. કોઈને કઈ ડાઉટ છે આમાં MCQ માં? Yes.
સર મારાથી MCQ સબમિટ નતા થયા તો પાવર કટ ઓફ હતું તો પછી હવે 2 મિનિટ 16 10 16 10 17 થઈ ગઈ હતી સબમિટ કરતા તો પછી હવે ફોર્મ જતું રહ્યું તો મેં
સર
તમને
મારા બી સબમિટ નહીં થયેલા.
શું થયું? Hello?
સબમિટ જ નતું થતું સર.
તમે આન્સર લખ્યા હતા પછી મને મોકલ્યા હતા? મેં જે
હા,
જે
sir.
લોકોને આ પ્રોબ્લેમ હતો મેં એને કીધું હતું કે તમે આન્સર લખી.
અરે સર આન્સર લખ્યા પણ એટલે એઝ અ પ્રૂફ મેં છે ને છ MCQ ના મારા આન્સર ટિક કરેલા સાથે ફોટોસ પાડી દીધા હતા ફોનમાંથી ને તમને છ ફોટા મેલ પણ કરી દીધા તમારા મેલ આઈડી પર.
ઓકે, મોકલી દીધા હોય તો કઈ વાંધો નથી, તમારા માર્ક્સ કન્સિડર કરીશ. ઓકે, મોકલી દીધા હોય મેલ કર્યા હોય તો કઈ વાંધો નથી, બરાબર છે. 2-3 જણને ખાલી પ્રોબ્લેમ હતો આ રીતે, બાકી બધાને સબમિટ થઈ ગયા છે. નેટવર્ક ઇસ્યુ હોય કે લાઇટ ગયો હોય તો પણ આપણે કન્સિડર કર્યું છે, એમાં કોઈ ચિંતા ના કરતા, બરાબર છે. બીજા કોઈને કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ હતો કઈ?
સર
યસ,
સર મારે છે
શું પ્રોબ્લેમ છે બોલો.
સર આ જે 6th ક્વેશ્ચન છે ને એમાં મારો આન્સર સી જ આવે છે, પણ સર તમે જે પેપરમાં છે ને એમાં 116 જગ્યાએ 1600 આવે છે, એટલે એક્ઝેક્ટ આન્સર મેચ બી થતો હતો સી ઓપ્શન મારો.
નહીં નહીં, એ તમને મિસ્ટેક કીધી છે, 0 નથી, એ ડિગ્રી અંશ સેલ્સિયસ લખેલા છે. આઈ થિંક એ બધાને કમ્યુનિકેટ કરી દીધું.
યસ સર.
અને જે 00 ડિગ્રી છે એ 0 ડિગ્રી સેલ્સિયસ છે અને 160 ડિગ્રી સેલ્સિયસ છે, બરાબર. એ ડિગ્રીની જગ્યાએ 0 એક વધી ગયો છે, બરાબર છે. એ બધાને કમ્યુનિકેટ કરી દીધું.
બરાબર વાંચતો નતો સર. ઓકે ઓકે સર, થેન્ક યુ.
એટલે તમને કીધું કે ડાઉટ હોય તો ઇમિડિયેટલી કોલ કરો અને મેં બધાને રિપ્લાય આપી દીધા ત્યારે ઇમિડિયેટલી, બરાબર છે. એક્ઝામમાં પણ એક જગ્યાએ મિસ્ટેક હતી, 60 ની જગ્યાએ 45, એ પણ કોમ્યુનિકેટ થઈ ગઈ હતી બધાને, બરાબર છે. ક્લિયર બધાને? ઓલ ઓફ યુ, ઇઝ ધેર એની ડાઉટ નાઉ? કોઈને છે કોઈ ડાઉટ હવે? ભાઈ જે લોકોએ મેઇલ કરીને મોકલી દીધા છે એ લોકોના માર્ક્સ કન્સિડર કરીશ, ચિંતા ના કરતા, બરાબર છે. કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ નહીં.
સર મેં મેલ નહીં કર્યા, મેં ટીમ્સ પર જ મોકલી દીધા છે ફોટા.
કઈ વાંધો નહીં, ટીમ્સમાં તમે મેસેજ કર્યો હોય કે મેલ કર્યા હોય હું કન્સિડર કરી દઈશ, બરાબર છે. ઓકે, નાવ કોઈને હવે પ્રોબ્લેમ છે? સો મૂવ ફોર ધ નેક્સ્ટ ક્વેશ્ચન.
સર ફર્સ્ટ ટુ ના આન્સર શું છે? મેં થોડું લેટ જોઈન કરેલું.
રેકોર્ડિંગમાં પ્લીઝ જોઈ લેજો, હવે હું પાછો રિપીટ નથી કરતો, બરાબર છે. રેકોર્ડિંગ ચાલે છે આનું. ઓકે, નાઉ લેટ્સ સ્ટાર્ટ ધ. બધાને દેખાય છે પ્રેઝન્ટેશન?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, theory question number 1. Explain the effect of temperature on resistance of different materials. Okay. So, how's the answer? Can anyone explain me? What is the answer of this question?
Temperature effect on metals, alloys, semiconductors, insulators, and electrolytes in different
Yes.
way.
Yes, very good, very good. So, as we already studied in the presentation, you can know that metals that have a positive temperature coefficient, because as the temperature increases, the resistance of the metal is increases. And write down some example of the metal like copper and aluminum. Same way, alloy also has a positive temperature coefficient, but the increase in the value of resistance with temperature that is irregular and small as compared to the metal. So it has a positive temperature coefficient, but very low value as compared to the metal. Then give us some example like nichrome. Then last, insulator, semiconductor, and electrolytes. Okay, all have a negative temperature coefficient, because as the temperature increases, resistance of the metal is decreases. Why? Reason as the temperature increases, the electrons are free from this material, so that increase the conductance, or you can say that reduce the resistance. So, and then write the example like rubber, oil, plastic, all the electrolytes that have a negative temperature coefficient. So this is the answer. બધા આ રીતે લખ્યો છે? કોઈને કઈ ડાઉટ છે આમાં? Anyone? Is there any doubt in this first question? Okay. So next is derive the equation for delta to star transformation. As you know that how to convert this delta to star, બધાને ખ્યાલ જ છે? તો આમાં અહીંથી જવાની જરૂર નથી, બરાબર છે? કોઈને કઈ પ્રોબ્લેમ છે?
No, sir.
નો સર.
Third question is define flux density and derive relationship between D and E. બરાબર છે? આઈ થિંક આપણે કીધો જ છે કે કઈ રીતે આ ક્વેશ્ચન, આપણે ક્વેશ્ચન બેકમાં પણ હતો આ ક્વેશ્ચન. Define flux density E and derive the relationship between D and E. બરાબર છે? ફ્લક્સ ડેન્સિટીની ડેફિનેશન લખવાની હતી પહેલા અને બેનું રિલેશન ડી અને ઈ વચ્ચેનું રિલેશન તમારે બતાવવાનું. ઓકે, so by this example, like suppose consider that a q charge placed in a medium of relative permittivity here. Find out the value of flux density at point A here. Okay, so flux density is what? Flux divided by area. So here we consider that A point is the origin of sphere. So from this origin to this positive charge, distance is d. So area of this sphere is 4 pi d square. So flux density at the point A becomes q by 4 pi d square. And then after, find out the electric field intensity at the same point A. So as we know that electric field intensity is nothing but force acting on a unit positive charge when at a place A. So E is equal to what? Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 epsilon r d square. So by this way you can get the relation between E and D. So that is a proof of relationship between flux density and electric field intensity. બધા લખ્યું છે આ રીતે?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. Next question is state and explain KCL and KVL with the necessary examples. Okay. શું લખ્યું છે આમાં?
Sir, any 3 હતા ને એટલે
Okay, so what is the answer? KVL and KCL? Yes.
We need to state KCL and KVL law with a diagram.
What is the KCL? Give the statement of KCL.
KCL states that whenever at any point where two or more conductors are meeting, at that point the algebraic sum of the current will be equal, or we can say at that point the current entering will be equals to the current outgoing from the junction point.
Yes, very good, very good. So give the answer with the some example. Take any example. Take 3 or 4 current at any point. Some currents are entering, some currents are leaving. So you can explain by this way. the electrical circuit at any point of time. The algebraic sum of current in all the conductor meeting at any point, that is 0. Okay. So you can explain by this example also. Same way KVL. Take any circuit, simple series circuit, and by writing the equation, applying the KVL, you can explain this Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay. Algebraic sum of potential difference in any loop must be is equal to 0. Clear? So this is the answer for this question. Next is define the capacitance and derive the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor with the composite medium. Okay. What is the definition of capacitance? Yes, anyone?
Sir, it's
Yeah.
the ability
The
of the
property-
capacitor to store charge.
Okay. Okay, then how to derive this
The
capacitance?
property,
Yes, yes.
the property of a capacitor to store charge is called capacitance.
Okay.
Electric charge.
Capacitance is the property of capacitor to store the charge is called as a capacitor. Okay. Then derive this capacitance value for the composite dielectric medium. It means that there are suppose 2 or more than 2 dielectric medium placed, different dielectric medium placed between 2 plates, then what is the value of the capacitance? So here you see that in this figure we have 3 dielectric medium with the different values of relative permittivity. One is have a ER1, another ER2 and ER3. Okay. Distance between individual D1, D2, D3. So as you apply the voltage V across this capacitor, so voltage across each medium, suppose you say that V1, V2 and V3. So V1 is the voltage across first dielectric medium. So that is what electric field intensity E1 multiply distance between 2 plates in that medium. Same way for V2 and V3. So as we know that electric field intensity E1 is what? D divided by epsilon 0 into epsilon R1. Okay? So put in this equation. So finally you get the answer of capacitance C is equal to epsilon 0 A divided by D1 upon epsilon R1 plus D2 upon epsilon R2 plus D3 upon epsilon R3. So this is a derivation of the capacitance for the composite medium. If you get this, બધા લખ્યો છે answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is calculate the numericals. Using nodal analysis, find the voltage V1 and V2 in the given circuit. All of you calculate this. બધાએ calculate કરવાનું છે please. ભલે તમે એક્ઝામમાં calculate કર્યો હોય, તમારી પાસે રિટર્નમાં હોય. Again, derive the value of V1 and V2. Again, find out V1 and V2. Give me the answer, V1 and V2. All of you calculate now. ભલે તમે સોલ્યુશન કર્યું હોય એક્ઝામમાં કાલે, then also write the answer right now. First, apply the KVL at V1. Okay. So what is the equation you get at V1 using nodal analysis? All of you take your time and give the equation number 1, node analysis at point V1. Same way then node analysis at point V2. So get the two equations, write down in the matrix form, and then using the Cramer's rule solve this and find out V1 and V2. First give me the equation number 1. Yes, so our answer. Equation number 1. Yes, anyone? Did I solve કર્યો છે example? Yes or no? Please give me the answer. બધાએ સોલ્વ કર્યો છે? Yes, 30 number, Vedant. What is the equation number 1? તો બધાનો અવાજ આવે છે મારો?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please give me the answer. What is the value equation number 1? Apply nodal analysis at V1. Here voltage is given 80 volt. Okay. So first of all, you give the direction of current. Then after apply the nodal analysis. Suppose I assume that the current is flowing from minus to plus in this branch. So it is towards the V1. So for this branch, current is entering into the node V1 at point this node. And here 10 ampere current that is leaving the node V1. And suppose I assume that the current flowing into this 5 ohm that is also leaving the node V1. So the equation is what? You can see here. 80 minus V1 divided by 2 is equal to outgoing current 10 ampere plus current flowing into this 5 ohm. V1 minus V2 divided by 5. So if you simplify this, so you get the answer 7V1 minus 2V2 is equal to 300. All of you get this? બધાને આવે છે?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ચેક કરી લો બધાને. સિમ્પ્લિફાઈ કરજો, અમે ડાયરેક્ટ આન્સર મૂક્યો છે. ઓકે, 7V1 minus 2V2 is equal to 300. After simplifying this, get the equation number 1. Same way apply nodal analysis at voltage V2. Again, you can see here I give the direction of current in 9 ohm resistance away from V2. 7 ohm again away from V2. And you can see here polarity of 40 watt, that is what? Minus plus. It means negative polarity that is connected with the V2 point. So keep in mind this polarity of the voltage also. So apply the nodal analysis at V2 and find out the equation number 2. શું આવે છે? Equation 2. અમે આન્સર લખેલો છે 63V1 minus 143V2 is equal to minus 1750. પણ કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરો તમારી જાતે and verify it is right or not.
Sir, V1 equals to 59.42 volts.
V1 is equal to
59.42 volts.
no. આ ઇક્વેશન આવે છે બધાને 1 અને 2 સેમ જે મારે આવે છે. પહેલા V1 V2 બધાને કમ્પ્લીટ છે, પછી આપણે આગળ જઈએ. All of you clear this equation number 1 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
આવી જાય છે. Then after write down these two equation in matrix form. Okay. So અહીંયા મેં લખ્યા છે, જોઈ શકો છો. 7 minus 2, 63 minus 143, V1 V2, right hand side 300 minus 1750. Okay. So first this one is what? Matrix, that is a matrix of conductance. Conductance into voltage is equal to current. Okay. So I give the name is delta G. Here I have make mistake here. Delta G is the wrong answer. By mistake, I have written it is 1127. Actual answer is minus 875. If you calculate the determinant of this delta G, 7 minus 2, 63 minus 143, you get the determinant minus 875. ચેક કરી લો બધાને આવે છે ડેલ્ટા જી અહીંયા મારી મિસ્ટેક છે ભૂલ થઈ ગઈ છે મારાથી કેલ્ક્યુલેશન ક્લિયર માઇનસની જગ્યાએ પ્લસ કરી દીધા છે 7 multiply 143 you get minus 1001 and 63 multiply 2 you get 126 so minus 1001 plus 126 so you get delta G minus 875 બધાને આવે છે ડેલ્ટા જી 875 minus 875
yes sir
ઓકે અહીંયા કરેક્શન જે હું કરી દઈશ બરાબર નેક્સ્ટ after the lecture I will send the corrected file of this presentation. Then delta G1 means what? This column is replaced by first column of the delta G. It means 7 and 63 that is replaced by 300 and minus 1750. Second column as it is. Then find out determinant. So you get the answer minus 46,400. All of you calculate this. બધા કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરજો પ્લીઝ કેટલો આવે છે ડેલ્ટા G1 આવે છે બધાને minus 46,400
Yes.
then delta G2 second column of this matrix delta G replaced by this 300 and minus 1750 so you get the minus 31,150 okay I hope all of you get this answer delta G delta G1 and delta G2 so the answer of V1 this my answer is wrong because delta G is wrong. So actual answer of V1 is 53.028. Here. Because delta G is minus 875. So this answer of V1 and V2 both are wrong. બધાને આવે છે V1 53.028.
Yes, sir.
yes sir
And V2 is 35.6.
35.6
Sir.
બરાબર છે ઓકે બધાને આવતા હતા આન્સર આ એક્ઝામમાં
Yes, sir.
ઓકે વેરી ગુડ કોઈને કઈ ડાઉટ હવે ફર્સ્ટ એક્ઝામ્પલમાં આ કરેક્શન મૂક
no sir
ઓકે so next example determine the match current I1 I2 and I3 for the network શું આન્સર આવે છે આમાં just give me the answer only after that you solve this question
Sir,
yes
I1 0.908 ampere
I1 is 0.908 ampere yes very good I2
and I2 0.844 ampere.
yes 0.844 I2 I3
1.494 ampere.
yes I3 is 1.494 yes
1.5
yes you can also write 1.5 okay so yes your answer is right I1 is 0.908 I2 is 0.844 and I3 is 1.494 yes so I think I not need to solve this question solution मैं already આપેલું છે
no
બરાબર છે just we change the values okay so second question is over now for example determine the current in 16 ohm resistance in the network shown below using star data transformation we have calculated the same example just I change the value of resistance
yes sir
પ્લીઝ કોકનું માઇક્રોફોન ચાલુ છે, પ્લીઝ બંધ કરી દેજો, નોઇઝ ક્રિએટ કરે છે વચ્ચે. So what is the answer? How do you calculate this?
3.4107.
3.51.
3.41 ampere.
3.41 ampere.
3.41, yes sir.
Yes, 3.413 ampere. But all of you calculate first, because some of the students have not get the answer of this. So what is the first step? First is reduce the circuit. Okay, so whatever the resistance connected in series, first make the equivalent. So you can see here 4 and 2 that is connected in series, so that becomes 6. Same way here 4 and 11 that is connected in series, so that becomes 15. So here you can see that 2 delta in your figure. One is 6, 6 and 6. Here that becomes delta. Same here 15, this 15 and 17 that is also delta. So convert these 2 delta into star conversion and redraw the circuit. So here you can see that this 6, 6 and 6 ohm. Here inside this I draw the star connected, equivalent star connected by the dotted line. Same way here in 15, 15 and 17 delta connection. Inside that I draw the star connected by this dotted line. So if you find out this delta 6, 6 and 6 is equivalent star, so you get the same resistance for all the branch. So you can see here this delta into star, RA, RE and RC all have the same value, that is nothing but 2 ohm. Clear? Then find out the star of this delta 15, 15 and 17. So here you can see that 15, 15, 17 here all have a different resistance, so all have a different value. So RF is what? 15 multiplied 17 divided by addition of all the resistance. Yeah. So you get the 5.422 ohm RF. Then RB is multiplication of 50 and 70 divided by addition. So it is 5.42, same as RF. Then RD is the resistance at D terminal. That is a 50-50 multiplication divided by addition. So it is 4.78 ohm. So if you reduce this circuit, delta to star conversion, then its equivalent is like this way. Okay. So this is the second step. Then you can see here 2 ohm. This 2, 2 and 2 star connected. This is the conversion of this star to delta. Okay, so you get the all 2 ohm resistance. So that star put here. So here you can see that 2 ohm, 41 ohm and 5.42. 5.42 of this RF. Clear? That we calculated here. So all 3 are connected in series. So make the equivalent of this. Same way 2, 60 and 4.78. That connected in series. So make the equivalent. So next step, third step is so you get the answer 15.49 ohm. The equivalent of this 48.42 and 22.78. So finally this 15.49 that come into series with 2 ohm and 5.42. So equivalent resistance of whole circuit becomes 22.91. Supply voltage is given 115. So I is 115 divided by total equivalent resistance. So you get the answer 5.0196 ampere. Then after the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now our question is what? Find out the current in 16 ohm resistance. So as you know that where 16 ohm connected, you can see here in the step 2. 16 ohm is here, second branch. Okay. So this second branch equivalent resistance is what? That we find out in third step 22.78. So whatever current you get in this 22.78, same current is flowing into this 16 ohm resistor. Here, because all are connected in series. So by the current division rule, find out the current flowing into this 22.78 ohm. Here. So here you can see that I've read the sentence that current in 16 ohm resistance is same as the current in 22.70 ohm resistance. Clear? as given in step 3. So as per the current division rule, current in 16 ohm resistance, I give the name current into this branch I2. So I2 is equal to total current multiply its opposite branch resistance. Opposite branch is 48.42 and divide by addition of both the branch resistance, means 22.78 plus 48.42. So finally you get the answer 3.413 ampere. Clear? All of you? જે લોકોને નથી આવડ્યો અથવા નથી લખ્યો, please write down this answer. Current in 16 ohm resistance 3.413 ampere. All of you must write this answer because you need to submit this solution. બધાએ લખવાના છે આન્સર, તમારે સોલ્યુશન મને સેન્ડ કરવાનું છે. I give you this question paper solution as an assignment. Okay, so that will be considered in your assignment marks. So all of you must write the answer of these questions. બધાને clear? This example number 3. કોઈને doubt છે હવે?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question is two capacitor having capacitance of 45 microfarad, 35 microfarad are connected in series across 600 volt DC supply. Calculate the potential difference across each capacitor if third capacitor is unknown capacitance is connected in parallel with 45 microfarad such that potential difference across 35 microfarad is 300 volt. So for that, calculate the value of unknown capacitance and energy stored in the third capacitor. So same type of example we have calculated also. Just I change the value of capacitance and voltage. Okay. Okay. What is the first step in this example?
To find the voltage, Q equals to CV થી voltage find કરશું.
Yes. First of all, draw the circuit diagram. 45 microfarad and 30 microfarad connected in series and apply the 600 volt. Okay. Then find out equivalent capacitance. Because you first what find out the potential difference across each capacitor. V1 and a V2. So first find out the equivalent capacitance. So both are connected in series. So what is the equivalent capacitance you get? So how's the value? Equivalent capacitance the value so how's
19.687 microfarad.
Yes, 19.68 microfarad. And if you calculate, both are in series, so it is C1 multiply C2. You get, you can see this answer. C equivalent is C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Okay, so answer is 19.68 microfarad. Now, as you know that charge equation is C into V. So C equivalent here we get 19.68 microfarad. Supply voltage is given 600 volt. So charge flowing into this circuit is equal to what? 11,808 microcoulomb. Then I was answer charge on each capacitor. Yes.
So I am getting 11,812.2 because I have taken 19.68.
If there is a variation in 1 or 2 point, then there is no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it is your right answer. 11,808 microcoulomb. Then voltage across C1. So voltage across C1, apply the equation V is equal to Q by C. So as we know that both the capacitors are connected in series, so charge is remain same. It means this Q is remain same, 11,808 microcoulomb. So voltage across C1 we call VC1 is equal to Q divided by C1. Q is 11,808 and C1 is 45 microfarad. So voltage you get 262.4 volt. But then our answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Same
sir.
way, find out VC2, voltage across C2, Q divided by C2. Q is as it is. C2 is 35 microfarad. So what is the V2? Give me the answer of V2.
336.
Yes, 337.37 volt. Yes, yes. If there is a variation in point after decimal, then there is no problem. Okay. I give you the marks. all this.
Can you give the marks for methods?
Yes, I give the marks for the methods. Yes. Okay. So in example, if you try to calculate, but if your answer is wrong, then also I give the marks. Okay, for the methods. Okay. So there is no problem for that. In example, if you not write anything, then you get the 0 marks. Okay. Otherwise, for the method, you can get at least 1 marks if your method is right. Okay. Okay. Next, we get VC2 337.37. Now, our main problem is what? Now connect the third capacitor. I give the name C3, which is unknown capacitance across the C1. C1 is 45 microfarad. And now, when you connect this unknown capacitance,
C3 negative.
What?
sir, capacitance negative है.
-10.
Negative.
Yes, sir, -10.
खोटो से.
Sir, question में 45 लिखो तो parallel एना जगह 35 आउ जे.
Question
So,
खोटो.
repeat again. Repeat.
Sir, potential છે ને તમે બંને છે સરખો ડ્રોપ કરેલો છે. 300 તો પેલો 45 તો -10 હોય તો પેરેલલ માં 35 કેપેસિટન્સ થાય. તેના માટે C3 -10 આવે છે આન્સર.
C3 -10 કઈ રીતે આવે? ના હવે 10 જ આવે. 10 માઇક્રોફેરાડ જ આવે.
હા સર -10 આવે.
ના સર -10 જ આવશે.
સર C2 35 છે તો ત્યાં તમે વોલ્ટેજ 300 વોલ્ટ આપ્યો છે તો આ બાજુ 300 વોલ્ટેજ છે કેમ કે 600 ટોટલ છે. તો C1 35 આપ્યું છે તો C3 -10 જ હોવું જોઈએ તો જ 35 થાય ને.
Let's see this calculation. Let's see this here. Let's see here. See, this C3 and C1 come parallel. Okay. So what is the equivalent capacitance? C1 plus C3. Means 45 plus C3. Okay. All of you clear? Now here voltage across C2 becomes 300 volt. So what will happen? Charge becomes different. So what is the charge? So now charge Q is equal to C2 into voltage across capacitor C2. So it is 35 multiplied 300. So now charge on this capacitor C2 that becomes 10,500. Clear? Now charge that becomes 10,500 microcoulomb. All of you get this Q? 10,500.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, as you say that voltage across C2 is 300, supply voltage is 600. So now voltage across C1 and C3 becomes what? 300 volt. 600 minus
Yes,
300.
sir.
Okay. So now,
Yes, sir.
now our aim is to find out this unknown capacitance. So C equivalent is C1 plus C3. Okay. And C equivalent is what? Q divided by V. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you can see here C equivalent is
Yes,
45
sir.
plus C3 is equal to Q by V. Okay. Q is what? 10,500 and V is what? 300. Voltage across this parallel combination is what? 300. And charge is also same. 10,500. So if you do the simplification, you get the answer C3 is equal to 10 microfarad.
Sir.
Sir, -3000 આવે.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is a minus 10 microfarad. Yes. Yes, it is a my mistake here in the calculation.
તો પછી ખોટો થઈ ગયો ને ક્વેશ્ચન તો.
Yes, it is a my mistake here. Why?
So bonus mark.
માઇનસ માં થોડા રીતે કેપેસિટન્સ.
Why?
So we can consider it in plus only.
How? It is not necessary that you consider the positive only. If sorry.
So though it's negative, but we have calculated by taking 10 only.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, yes, I not hear you. Please,
Sir, it was negative, but we have calculated by taking 10 as value, plus 10.
Yes. See, capacitor has a polarity, okay, plus or minus. So if you connect capacitor in reversely, and if you measure it, that can show the negative polarity. Okay. So it doesn't mean that capacitor has always a positive value. It has a negative value also if you measure it reversely.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have calculated in -10. So is it right?
Yes, it is right. Yes. The answer is -10. Here it is my mistake. It is a -10. Okay. Here it is a -300. 300 C3 is equal to -300. Okay. All of you get this -10 microfarad?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So energy stored is what? 1/2 CV square. So C is -10. Again, here in this, you can write negative value or also positive value you can write. If you consider as a positive, then you can also write 0.45 joule positive. If you consider negative, then you can consider the negative minus 0.5 joule. Okay, then there is no problem. જ્યારે પોઝિટિવ લખ્યું હશે તો પણ પ્રોબ્લેમ નથી, નેગેટિવ લખશો તો પણ પ્રોબ્લેમ નથી. ક્લિયર?
સર
યસ
સર એક ડાઉટ છે.
બોલો બોલો.
સર આમાં આપણે પોઝિટિવ એનર્જી આવે તો જે કેપેસિટર છે એની પોઝિટિવ એનર્જી સ્ટોર કરેલી છે. તો અગર નેગેટિવ એનર્જી નો આન્સર આનો આન્સર નેગેટિવ આવે છે તો એને મતલબ એનર્જી ડિસિપેટ કરી દીધી કે એમાંથી એનર્જી નીકળી ગઈ છે, મીનિંગ એવો થાય.
સી કેપેસિટન્સ ને તમે રિવર્સ કનેક્ટ કરશો, બરાબર છે, અથવા રિવર્સમાં મેજર કરશો તે નેગેટિવ બતાવે, બરાબર છે, પણ એનર્જી તમે સ્ટોર કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરો ત્યારે કેપેસિટરને પોઝિટિવ જ લેવાનું. સ્ટોર કરે એટલે એનો મતલબ શું? પોઝિટિવ તમે એનર્જી લો છો, બરાબર છે. At that time you consider this C3 positive because you store the energy. Barabar છે. If you give the energy, then you can write negative. But here આપણે question છે store the energy. But if you write negative answer, then also no problem. Okay. Negative માં answer લખ્યો હશે તો પણ સાચો આપીશ, positive માં લખ્યો હશે તો પણ સાચો. Clear? But actually you must write the energy stored in positive 0.045 joule. Clear, all of you? All of you clear? Any doubt છે હવે? Now next, last question. Parallel plate capacitor has plates of area 1.5 meters square, spaced by 3 slab of different dielectrics. The relative permittivities are 2.5, 4, 5.5 and thickness D 0.3, 0.5 and 1.1 millimeter. So convert this D1, D2, D3 from millimeter to meter. Relative permittivity is given epsilon R1, R2 and R3, 2.5, 4 and 5.5. So calculate the combined capacitance and dielectric stress in each material when the applied voltage is 1000. So here I give the solution here. You can see this. Epsilon R1, epsilon R2, epsilon R3 given, D1, D2, D3 given. Area is given 1.5 meters square. So simply apply the equation of capacitance of the composite medium as you have derived in the theory question. Epsilon 0A divided by D1 upon epsilon R1 plus D2 upon epsilon R2 plus D3 upon epsilon R3. So finally you get the answer of capacitance 0.0298 microfarad. આવતો તો આન્સર આનો?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, Radha.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then find out the electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. Okay. So you get the answer
Sir.
E1.
Sir, round of value લખ્યું હોય તો ચાલશે ને?
Yeah, no problem. શેની વાત કરો છો તમે? ચાર્જની વાત કરો છો?
ના એટલે આગળ ફ્લક્સ ડેન્સિટી ફાઇન્ડ કરશું ને એમાં આવશે વધારે પોઈન્ટ આવશે એટલે.
Yeah, generally after decimal point consider minimum 2 or 3 points. Okay. Minimum 2, 3. Clear? So electric field intensity equation, we know that D divided by epsilon 0 into epsilon R1. So first find out D. So as you know that D is equal to Q by A. Q is 29.8 microcoulomb and area is given 1.5 meter square. So you get the flux density 19.866 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb per meter square. So put this value of D here in the equation of E1. Epsilon 0, that is constant 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12. ER1 is given for first dielectric medium 2.5. So you get the answer 897.52 kilovolt per meter. Same way, find out E2. You get 560.93 kilowatt per meter. And E3, you get 407.95 kilowatt per meter. All of you get this answer? E1,
Yes.
E2, and E3?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here I stop this
Sir.
lecture. Yes.
Sir, could you go back to previous question? I think there was an error.
Example
The
number 4.
capacitance one.
Example number 4.
Yes, for the capacitance. Equivalent capacitance for which we were getting minus 10.
What is
Yes,
the equivalent?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, here 10,500 coulomb.
What,
for the next part.
10,000? What?
For the equivalent capacitance part in which we calculated 10,500 coulombs. Yes, here.
10,500 coulomb.
Yes, sir, here. Just over
Yes.
here.
Yes, yes.
Yes. 10,500. It should be microcoulomb.
હા તો માઇક્રો લખ્યું છે અહીંયા સિમ્બોલ છે માઇક્રો નો.
હા, okay. So while calculating, if we multiply it by 10 raised to minus 6, and in same case when we multiply 20 also by 10 raised to minus 6, then we will get the answer 60 microfarad. Because in the example which we did in the class, we calculated like that.
I don't understand what you want to say there.
Okay, I will. આપણે જે ક્લાસમાં એક્ઝામ્પલ કર્યું હતું ને સર, એમાં આપણે જે ઇક્વિવેલન્ટ જે આપણને ચાર્જ આવ્યો હતો જે રીતના 10,500 માઇક્રોકુલમ જે આવ્યું, આપણે એ વેલ્યુને 10⁻⁻⁶ થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરીને પછી એને ફોર્મ્યુલામાં મૂકી હતી. એકવાર હું તમને છે ને સ્ક્રીનશોટ મોકલી જોઈશ તમારી પર્સનલ ચાટમાં, એકવાર જોઈ લેજો.
અહીંયા તમે જો ઇક્વિવેલન્ટ કેપેસિટર અહીંયા સેકન્ડ સ્લાઇડમાં જો 45 + C3. ઓકે,
હા જો અહીંયા જે 10,500 કુલમ છે ને એને આપણે 10⁻⁻⁶ થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરેલું હતું. અને પછી જે 45 જે છે ને 45 ને 10⁻⁻⁶ થી મલ્ટીપ્લાય કર્યું હતું અને પછી જ્યારે સબટ્રેક્ટ કરશો ને તો 60 આવશે અહીંયા. તો C3 ની વેલ્યુ 60 આવશે. આપણે ક્લાસના એક્ઝામ્પલમાં
see both the side I have not multiplied with the 10⁻⁻⁶. see 45 is what? 45 microfarad. Same way here 10,500 microcoulomb. Okay, so both the side I have not multiplied with the 10⁻⁻⁶, so that becomes equal. Okay, so when you multiply with 300 into 45, so that becomes 13,500 plus 300 C3 is equal to 10,500. Clear? Clear all of you?
Yes, sir.
So I think it is right. You get the answer?
I'm not asking you to multiply both sides with 10⁻⁻⁶. Just the part where which we have written 45. 45 into 10⁻⁻⁶ plus C3 equals to 10,500 into 10⁻⁻⁶ upon 300.
Yes, but that I'm saying that I have not multiplied both the sides. Okay, so both sides cancel out. Yes or no? If I multiply here 10⁻⁻⁶, here also multiply with 10⁻⁻⁶. So that becomes common at both the sides, right hand and left hand side. So that cancel out. So that becomes as it is. Same like this. 45 plus C3 is equal to 10,500 divided by 300. Both side તમે 10 into 10⁻⁻�6 multiply કરશો તો cancel થઈ જવાનું ને? Yes or no? 45 છે માઇક્રોફેરાડે છે, multiply કરું 10⁻⁻⁶. A C3 capacitance that is also if I measure in microfarad, so again C3 multiply 10⁻⁻⁶, and same way right hand side this is 10,500 microcoulomb. So if I again multiply with the 10⁻⁻⁶, so both the side 10⁻⁻⁶ is common, so both are cancel out, so get the same value. Get it or not?
ઓકે
ખ્યાલ
સર
આવે છે કે નહીં? ખ્યાલ આવ્યો કે નહીં? ડાઉટ છે હવે? હેલો,
Sir, I had a doubt regarding the assignment.
શું છે બોલો?
Sir, what if we have attempted the question and it is right? So then we don't have to write it in the today's assignment, right?
You write all the questions of all the question paper.
Okay, sir.
બધા ક્વેશ્ચન લખવાના છે, બરાબર? ભલે તમે અટેમ્પ્ટ ના કર્યા હોય તો પણ. You consider it as an assignment. So write down the answer of all the questions, theory as well as example. Okay?
સર
Yes.
એનર્જી સ્ટોર્ડ 45 into 10 power 4 આવે.
What?
એનર્જી સ્ટોર્ડ જે લખી છે ને 45 into 10 power 4 આવે.
45
into 10 power 4, 10 raised to power 4.
કરો તો કેલ્ક્યુલેટ એકવાર. C3 શું છે તમારો? 10 માઇક્રોફેરાડે છે, બરાબર છે? એ 10 નથી,
અચ્છા
એટલે મેં અહીંયા મલ્ટીપ્લાય નથી કર્યો, મેં ડાયરેક્ટ આન્સર લખ્યો છે 0.45.
હા યસ સર યસ
બરાબર છે?
ખબર પડી.
ઓકે, કોઈના હવે કઈ ડાઉટ છે? So
No,
there is a
sir.
one announcement for you. Saturday we'll conducting the quiz of 6 marks for all the students. I will share the timing of this quiz, so all of you prepare for that. 6 marks ની quiz હશે, MCQ type, Saturday na, okay? So those who
what is
have
the
not
syllabus?
appeared, no. So this is for those who have not appeared for the MCQ exam yesterday. So those who can give the answer of this MCQ and get the marks for that. Okay? તો બધા માટે છે, compulsory છે. જે લોકો attempt નથી કરી શક્યા MCQ yesterday ના, એ લોકો Saturday ના MCQ ના આન્સર આપીને એમના માર્ક્સ એમ કરી શકે છે, બરાબર છે?
સર જેને એમસીક્યુ ના લખ્યા છે એને બી લખવાની છે ને quiz?
For all of you. Okay, it is compulsory for all.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the MCQ which I sent you, answers were not in order. So is that okay? Because sir, I was not having question also at last. What I was remembering that I sent you in mail.
સી બીજા ફેકલ્ટી સાથે ડિસ્કસ થઈને હવે એવું નક્કી કર્યું છે કે જે MCQ એક આપણે ખોટા હતા, બરાબર છે? એક ખોટો MCQ હતો, અને બીજું કે ઘણા સ્ટુડન્ટ છે અટેમ્પ્ટ નથી કરી શક્યા બીકોઝ ઓફ સમ ટેકનિકલ પ્રોબ્લેમ. તો હવે સેટરડેના જે એક્ઝામ થશે એમાં જે માર્ક્સ આવશે એ જ કન્સિડર કરવામાં આવશે. કાલે તમે લખ્યા હોય કે
Sir,
ના
but I
લખ્યા
have
હોય,
attempted everything, sir.
no, only 6 mark
So the
MCQ.
order was not MCQ, sir. Order was not proper. Other answers were right, sir. Because sir, I was not remembering which question is that, so I have written all the answer and made it. So is that
જી
okay?
પહેલા મારી વાત સાંભળો, તમે હું શું કહેવા માંગુ છું. ભલે તમે ના સેન્ડ કર્યા હોય કે ઓર્ડરમાં સેન્ડ કર્યા હોય, જે પણ પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય, પણ આ બધા માટે છે, તમારા એકલા માટે નથી, બધા માટે છે. For all branch. That is not for your department or all division also. That is for all the department. We decided that again conduct this quiz for 6 marks MCQ. એમાં જે પણ માર્ક્સ આવશે એ તમારા ફર્સ્ટ ઇન્ટરનલમાં માર્ક્સ કન્સિડર થશે, બરાબર? કાલના જે તમે MCQ સબમિટ કર્યા હશે એના માર્ક્સ કન્સિડર કરવામાં નહીં આવે. બધા માટે MCQ પાછી એક્ઝામ લેવામાં આવશે. ઇન શોર્ટ, હવે કઈ ડાઉટ છે?
સર
No,
મેં
sir.
તમને છે ને પર્સનલ ચેટમાં એક સ્ક્રીનશોટ મોકલ્યો છે આપણા ક્લાસના પ્રેઝન્ટેશનનો, એ એકવાર ખાલી જોઈ જોજો ને, પછી આપણે નેક્સ્ટ ક્લાસમાં ડિસ્કસ કરશું.
હા, ઓકે, જોઈ લઈશ.
ઓકે.
So here I stop this because the next lecture is start. Okay? અને MCQ ની એક્ઝામ છે સેટરડે ના, બરાબર છે? તેના માટે પ્રિપેરેશન ચાલુ કરી દેજો અને એના માર્ક્સ તમારા કન્સિડર થશે. ક્લિયર? So here I stop this recording. and take your attendance. Thank
Sir,
you all of
time?
you.
Sir, at
I will
what time?
I will communicate the time once it is decided. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.